Hey guys, my name's Cameron Jones. I'm the Central US Regional Manager for Nexus RV. Today I'm here to showcase to you guys the Nexus Ghost 38DS. First thing we'll discuss is going to be the chassis. The Ghost is going to be exclusive on the International MV Heavy. This is going to give you 800 pounds of torque, 360 horsepower, and has the industry highest 20,000 pounds rated of towing. Let's take a closer look under the hood. A few cool things about Nexus RV and all of our Super Cs are going to have a drop-down open front style hood. We like to call it the white t-shirt servicing method, so you can actually walk into the unit for any service needs, and you're not having to lean over the grill or your headlights or anything to get any service work done. Any international truck center across the country will service this chassis. Moving on to the camp side of the coach, your first cargo bay is going to be your diesel fuel tank. On the Ghost, it comes standard with 100 gallons, which is a huge fuel tank. Right past that, you're going to have your entry door with your powered Lippert step. So as soon as you open your door, the step's going to come out from underneath, and as soon as you close it, it'll tuck back away hidden. Next cargo bay, which is going to be a smaller cargo bay that houses your house batteries. You're going to have two 12-volt deep cycle house batteries. The bay directly to the left of that is going to be your propane bay, 20.3 gallons, and then we do send a quick connect with every propane tank, so you do have quick and easy access if you want to connect any external hookups. All three of your rear cargo bays are going to be galvanized steel storage bays. Everyone else in the industry is using Rotocast. Rotocast is basically a hardened plastic. Over time, when you're going up to Michigan in the cold weather, down to Florida, Arizona in the heat, it really puts a toll on that plastic, and if you toss something heavy on it, it tends to crack. We've even seen it melt on the really hot days in Arizona. We opt for the galvanized steel just because it's much better protected, and we don't want you guys worrying about having to lose anything in the middle of the highway. So on the Ghost, we offer 4 different paint jobs. The unit behind me is going to be our Obsidian Blue. I offer Inferno, which is white on top, charcoal on the very bottom, and red lines down it. Then I offer Carbon, which is black on top, silver on the bottom with white lines. And then Espresso, the final paint job, is going to be white on top, charcoal on the bottom with brown lines. So in total, you've got 4 different paint options, and the unit behind me is our Obsidian Blue. All Nexus RV paint is Sherman-Williams RV-specific paint, so it's designed to go on RVs. So while we're talking about the paints, I might as well talk about the construction layers inside of the sidewall. You're going to have your first layer of fiberglass. On the inside of that, you're going to have a layer of Azdel. Azdel is a composite substrate we use at Nexus in place of all wood. 4 times the insulator, double the sound barrier. It's impervious to water, so if it gets any moisture, it doesn't expand or shrink, so it helps reduce the chances of delamination. All of the framing on the inside of the unit is going to be high strength, low alloy, 20 gauge tube steel. We're actually cutting out block foam insulation to fit inside of each opening, framing out every single entry door and window and your entry steps. On the opposite side of all that, you're going to have your interior layer of Azdel. So we're doing 2 layers of Azdel on the sidewall, and then your interior wallpaper. Vacuum bond laminate all those layers together, and that's how the sidewalls basically become chemically bonded together. Moving on to the rear of the coach, we'll start from the bottom and work our way up. At the very bottom, you're going to have a 20,000 pound tow hitch. This is the highest towing RV in the industry by about 5,000 pounds. You're going to have a 7-way hookup for your trailer or tow vehicle. A roof ladder is going to come standard on the Ghost, so you don't have to worry about adding that as an option like you do on our other brands. Something else cool about the Ghost is your full back wall here is a pre-molded cap. So what you're seeing behind me is basically all one piece. If you look at this unit, there's no exposed nails on here, giving it the least amount of opportunity to leak later on down the line. At the very top of this pre-molded cap, you're going to have your backup camera. You're going to be able to see where you're backing up into, of course. And then there's also an option on the radio to set it as a tow camera so you can view what you're looking at the entire time going down the road. Since we're at the top of the coach, I'll talk a little bit about the roof. So the top layer of the roof is going to be a pebble fiberglass, a layer of Azdel below that. We put a stamped steel truss every 12 to 16 inches depending on the layout, with another layer of Azdel below that, and then your ceiling wallpaper. And then we completely load out the roof with block foam insulation. And then on the inside of that insulation, we're actually running galvanized steel AC ducts through your roof. So what that is, it's residential grade. It's the same AC ducts you guys have in your home. So the center of your roof's gonna start out at about 6 inches in the middle and then taper down to about 2.5 on the sides. So you have a slope for rain runoff. Same thing in the front of the Ghost. You're gonna have a pre-molded cap in the front and a full cap in the rear. Moving on to the driver's side of the coach, your very rear bay is gonna be your wet bay for your back bathroom. So this unit does come standard with 2 different dumps. That also has your Nautilus panel in there for you to set any setting you need, making it super easy whether you're winterizing your unit, dry camping, or hooking up to the city fixture. The bay right in front of that wet bay is going to be your electrical bay. So this bay is going to house your inverter, your automatic transfer switch, and your AGS system. Right above that bay, you're going to have your furnace. At Nexus, we're using a 30,000 BTU Dometic furnace across all brands. Below the furnace, you're going to have your wheel well. On the Ghost, the chrome package is standard, so you're going to get chrome wheels. This unit does come standard with 22.5-inch Continental tires. Right in front of that wheel well, you're going to have your second dump bay for your half bath and your washer dryer. Moving to the next bay, you're going gonna get additional storage space. This bay here is gonna be passed through. The Ghost comes standard with an Onan 8.0. This generator pulls directly from your chassis fuel tank, so you don't have to worry about filling up 2 tanks. If your chassis is below 1/4 of a tank, your generator will not kick on. The reason we do this is because we want to prevent you from running yourself dry while you're on the campground and not being able to drive your unit anywhere. The Ghost does come standard with an AGS system, allowing you to control your generator from your phone. Your final 2 bays, the first one is going to be an extra galvanized steel storage bay, so just giving you additional space to store things while you're traveling down the road. The bay in front of that is going to be your DEF tank fill up. Your chassis batteries on this coach are going to be below your driver's step well. So it is a little bit difficult to access, but what we do to make that easier is we actually add a quick connect into that first bay. You're actually able just to jump it from opening that cargo bay and not having to remove the step well. So this about wraps up the entire exterior of the coach. 2 things I want to point out though that I missed going around. This unit's going to come standard with frameless windows. That's across the board on all Nexuses we build. Everything's going to be frameless. The other thing I missed was very important. The Ghost is going to come standard on a rear air ride suspension. So this gives you a great ride going down the road. The house of the unit's actually riding on airbags, so you don't have to worry about a rough ride or anything like that. This is a great riding coach. I wanted to take a minute and hop in on the inside of the chassis. First thing I want to point out is these big Class A bus style seats that we put inside of the Ghost. We wrap them and make it match the actual furniture in the unit so it all blends seamlessly together. And then we also have the Nexus logo embroidered at the top of the headrest. When you're sitting in the cab, this does give you a semi-truck style feel. You've got automatic mirrors that are heated and adjust so you can control them all from the left here. You're going to get Apple and Android CarPlay. The Ghost does have air brakes, so it is a more responsive brake if you were ever having to stop in a critical situation. This is a great riding coach. I'm going to go ahead and pass it to Kobe on the interior to take you through the inside.
Thanks, Kim. Now that we're on the inside, I want to introduce myself. My name's Kobe Woods. I'm the West Coast Regional Sales Manager over here at Nexus RV. Starting out front at the cab over on the 38DS, we do reinforce this with steel, so now you get 800-pound weight rating. You do get 2 cup holders as well as a USB port for anybody who is utilizing your cab over. To your left, right near your entrance, what you'll see is a TV. Right underneath of that, you will see your dry bar. This is nice for if you have an air fryer or a coffee machine. Also next to your entry door, you will see your EQ leveling systems control panel. This comes standard on all of your Ghost and all of your Super Cs. Looking at your living room slide, the first thing I want to mention is this is our brand new modern interior. This is our trifold sofa. It comes standard in the Ghost. You also get an option for theater seats or a jackknife sofa. Right above that, you will see our overhead cabinet space. We do use solid wood doors. Next to your sofa, you're going to find your Dream dinette. On the Ghost model, you do get the upgraded dinette, which gives you a little bit larger seats as well as storage underneath, converts down to a bed for extra sleeping. You do get a solid surface countertop on the dinette as well. Now let's go take a look at the kitchen. So looking at the kitchen, the first thing I want to bring light to is our overhead cabinet space. The great thing about this, we do offer adjustable shelving for those of you who are storing different items in there. So directly under your cabinets, you will see your retractable style faucet. This does have a large farm style sink as well. Right behind that, you will see your large window to overlook your campsite. Underneath your sink, you'll see your cabinet space. On all your major water lines, such as your sink, your shower, and your bathroom sink, you will have water residential shutoff lines. That way, if your sink ever happens to be leaking, you can shut it off and still utilize the back or other sinks in your coach. The next thing I want to point out is all the great counter space you see. This is the most counter space that Nexus offers on any of our products. So looking at some of your appliances in your kitchen, you have your Furrion convection microwave that does come standard on all of our Ghost models. The nice part about that is you do have a hood vent on the bottom of this microwave to help when you're cooking. So right below that, you will see your oven in this model. This is an option. If you didn't option the oven, you will just have additional storage underneath that. Right behind that, you'll see your 110 residential style fridge with an ice maker. This is the largest fridge that we put in any of our Super Cs. Now let's go and check out the half bath on this unit. When entering the half bath, the first thing you see is your porcelain toilet. This is put on a slight angle for a better sitting position. To the left of that, you will see your medicine cabinet. This is a 2-door medicine cabinet, again with solid wood doors. Right below that, you will see your Fragati tankless water heater control panel, as well as some outlets. To the left of that, you will see your sink. The last thing I want to mention is you do get an air fan in the bathroom. Right outside your half bath, across from your fridge, you will see your control panel. What you'll also notice is your front AC control module right here. Up front, you will have a 15K BTU, and back you have a 13.5K BTU. Both of these are equipped with heat pumps. To the right of your fridge and the 2 linen doors, you will see your washer dryer prep. If you don't option that, you will just get extra storage. The first thing you'll notice when entering the bedroom is all the space you have for your walkarounds. That is because you have all this space from your slide on both sides. Next, what you'll see is a large king bed, and right above that king bed, you'll have more overhead storage. You also will notice that you get a nightstand on each side. This is solid surface, as well as outlets on both sides. Underneath your bed, you will see your fresh water tank. This is nice to have it centralized in your coach. That way you're not at risk of freezing at night. Now let's check out the rear bathroom. Directly to the right, you will see your large shower. This does come standard with a shower miser as well as a glass shower door. To the left of that, you will see your large medicine cabinet. This does go roof to floor, so you're just utilizing all that space. To the left of your toilet, you will see your stainless steel sink combined with your solid surface countertop. The next thing I want to talk about is our wine guard systems. That is a mobile Wi-Fi system that allows you to connect wherever you are. Next, I want to talk about our Norco cable slide system. Norco and Nexus make a great marriage. Bonding those together, we don't have any issues with the weight of our slides where other manufacturers do. One extra thing that Nexus does is we include steel back rollers on the bottom to help assist when going in and out. If something ever goes wrong and your slide does happen to malfunction, you actually have a fascia plate on the inside of your coach. That way you can access your gearbox, use your square tip bit that we give you in your welcome packet, and now you can move your slide in or out manually. Thanks for checking out the Nexus 38DS Ghost with myself, Kobe Woods, and Cameron Jones. If you have any questions, please go to our website and contact us. Thanks and have a good day.